Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Sam.
I'm Rebecca.
Thanks for hanging out for our watch-along series. Today we're watching Killing Eve Season 3, Episode 6.
This is not just a reaction video, it's a watch-along, so we'll click play on our copy at the same time that you click play on your copy, and we'll kind of watch it along together, commentary style. We'll comment as we go, and if you guys have any thoughts, feelings, if you're upset at what we think, please write it down in the comments below. We love a good back and forth. We read everything, we try to respond to everything.
If you don't want to watch the whole episode along with us right now, that's okay. You can use the chapter time codes at the bottom of the screen or in the description to skip ahead to the end of episode review.
And as always, if you like what we're doing, feel free to hit the subscribe button or hit the bell to be notified for any future episodes.
Last time on the show, we spent time in good old Mother Russia.
I liked that. I liked Mother Russia as she's like going to find her mother. I feel like that was intentional.
Very different episode, which season 3 has been full of very different episodes.
Yes.
A lot more slower pace. We talked about even the transitions, right? Like had the crossfades, which crossfades elicit that kind of feeling
so
of
dreamy.
Yeah.
Which is very in contrast to the very like urbane, sharp cuts that we've had before.
Yeah. As well as I think we've got like the sound hits, like the stingers of like done, London, Paris. You know, those like real hard
that was really
hits.
happening with this one.
Whereas this one was a lot more fluid.
I really would like to know how Eve responds to Nico's death.
Yeah.
I was looking for that the whole last episode.
Yeah.
I love digging into Villanelle's past, but I'm really excited to see like what happens with Eve.
Well, if you guys are excited too, and you're all queued up for Killing Eve Season 3, Episode 6, click play now. London.
What?
Is he...
What?
Oh, God.
I can't believe he's alive.
Yeah.
Don't touch me, woman.
Aw. Killing Eve. Blue on blue.
And the color palette for these little intro bits has really changed.
Well, I guess we will see Villanelle this episode also.
I love this woman's outfit. This
Yeah.
like cool white
Yeah.
and the classy trousers and heels.
I like this contrast too of like dealing with the baby at the same time, like this like high level Look at those shoes.
It's a good recap. I missed these guys.
Yeah.
I like the comedic.
And they have to like rig the machine up to do it like that.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like, how would you rig it? Maybe like a piece of string where it can only go so far.
Mm-hmm.
Just sort of.
Yeah.
That's nice. What's his name? Bear?
I think.
Yes! That's nice. That's a neat little. It's a power move.
Russia.
Hockey. This is the only sport I like.
I like this shot.
Mm-hmm. And Constantine caught between his two daughters. I like this music. She's got like a mole in her office or something. Look at that.
That's good.
Perfect lined up.
Yep.
I love that she's never been to her office. I think that's such a good detail about her.
Mhm.
I like that shot. Villanelle with kids, man. I like this pink car.
Mm-hmm.
Not Cuba.
They're just going nuts with these titles at this point.
Just kiss her already. The transition from diegetic to non-diegetic sound was nice there.
Yeah.
Constantine is always so chill. Whoa. Oh man. I love that she's thrown off by that question. But that's exactly what Kenny would want to know.
Getting a lot of classical music recently.
It doesn't seem as much of that like one band. I'll drink instead. That was a good long monologue for Carolyn. What?
Barcelona.
Oh, reverse shot there?
Yeah.
I like the lighting in this place. They're even.
This is.
They're using those titles very loosely now.
Yeah.
gonna be a freaky death. Don't leave blood at the scene. Oh man.
Lots of black clothes.
These suspenders are new though.
He's usually wearing a coat.
Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
All those little sounds.
Yeah.
Like,
Foley's nice.
pizza is nice.
Good comfort food.
Yeah.
When you just got stabbed again.
It's a cool top-down shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, Irina. Oh, man, he...
Credits. In memory of someone. I missed it.
I loved those end expressions. Irina's like, look, Dad, I did it!
Yeah.
And Constantine's like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Like, horror struck.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, just seeing his daughter do that, like,
Yeah, he's kind of separated work from family.
Right.
You know, work life and personal life.
Right.
And this sort of brings them together.
I'm glad they brought Irina back.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed her in the first season. That was first season, right?
I don't remember.
I really enjoyed her. I'm glad they brought her back.
Yeah.
She's an interesting addition to the show. I don't know if she's exactly a foil for Villanelle, but a comparison to her.
Counterweight, counterbalance.
Yeah, someone who's not yet, she's not grown. She still can be kind of directed, I think, a little bit. But she's like kind of on the same path to be a Villanelle of some sort at some point, right?
How so?
I don't think she's gonna be a psychopath the way Villanelle is. I think she'll be more of a Dasha. Or someone who's more put together but still a killer. But she's got the languages down. She's made her first kill at 14. She's very smart, not easily rattled. She gets that from her dad, I assume. She could be anything though, still, you know? Like Villanelle is gonna have a hard time. If Villanelle ever decides to get out of the game, I think she'll have a hard time. Like it was said in this episode, she doesn't know anything else.
Yeah.
Right? She won't know what to do with herself.
Yeah.
It'll be very difficult for her. Not impossible, I think, but very, very difficult. But like, Irina still is a kid. Her path could be determined, her path could go any way now still, fairly easily, I think. So it's a good juxtaposition. You see like Villanelle and baby Villanelle, what she could be headed towards. And Constantine getting to see that, and then him being stuck between the two daughters arguing.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting. I'm glad she's in the show. I wanted there to be more Bear and the
boss
guy of the bitter pill. Those are the moments I'm really liking.
Because it's like a mystery solving show. And those are the moments where we get to do some mystery solving, but we haven't gotten to do that very much.
Right. I guess in the first 2 seasons, it's mystery solving and it's Villanelle and Eve sort of trying to get to each other, right? You guys have said this season really divided the fans. And I think that's because regardless of whether you like the direction of where the show is going, it took a very different turn. We're not really solving a mystery. It's somewhere just sort of people talking back and forth to each other, and we're not really seeing Eve and Villanelle try to get to each other, right? The two things that were core to the first 2 seasons. And so whether or not you love it or you hate it, it's a very strong shift in direction. I feel like I'm just kind of waiting for it to come back to its mystery solving, Villanelle and Eve trying to find each other, tension. I'm waiting for it to come back to that.
Yeah, I wonder if there was originally a plan of winding things down in season 3. And then there was like a shift halfway through when they kind of were trying to like ramp up again. And then I don't know if it was before or after season 3 was written and filmed and everything that they found out that season 4 would be the final season. Maybe you guys know. But sometimes you see that in TV shows where they don't know it's going to be a final season. And so
they're torn between like trying to wrap things up and trying to pull them out. And so they end up just sort of floating through the season a little bit.
Yeah, because there's lots of elements in here that could be wrap-up moments. You know, with season 2 ending with Villanelle shooting Eve. In a way, that's kind of a strong wrap-up. Like you said at the end of season 2, if the show ended there, you'd almost be satisfied. Because the show is called Killing Eve, and that was sort of accomplished.
Yeah.
That storyline, that thread, kind of had its arc.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see what will happen with season 3, kind of starting up a whole lot of new things, it feels like.
Maybe.
Picking up threads and going in directions that aren't really fully formed, and with only one more season left to tie everything up. I'm curious what they'll do in the last few episodes of season 3.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they planned season 1 and season 2, and it was supposed to be an ending. That was kind of where we were going to end. But when they started filming season 2, they realized, well, we're going to have a season 3, so we can't let it end there. And then now that they're into season 3, they're not quite sure where they're going. I know some of you guys have read the book. Do you know where the book ends? What point in the book are we past where the book ends? Or are we still in the middle? I'm just curious. Like we see that with Game of Thrones. I know you haven't seen it. But with Game of Thrones, I think the storyline is pretty consistent with the book, but then as we get to the end of the books that are written, the storyline sort of gets a little more shaky and wobbly, and it's harder to follow the plot.
Yeah.
And then the last season was just, it didn't wrap up well at all. And so I wonder if that's happening here, maybe? Is they're just not quite sure where they're going? But I know a lot of you love this season, so I don't want to rag on it too much.
Well, guys, thanks for watching along with us. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying watching along and you'd like to see more. It really helps us out. It means a lot to us. We really appreciate it. If you want to check out the other shows that we've done watch-alongs for, check out the channel, and we'll see you guys back here next week for the next episode of Killing Eve.